Well, hey there, John here, back in the Eastman Discovery Lab at the Hands-On Discovery Center. And of course, we have another science demo for you guys to try out at home. It involves, of course, our favorite chemical, dihydrogen monoxide, but we have two very distinct samples of dihydrogen monoxide. In the red bottles, we have heated up the water. And in the blue bottles, we have dyed that cold water, and that will make different properties of the water very apparent when we stack the water on top of each other. So for this activity, of course, you're going to need water. I would recommend getting these frappe mochaccino latte bottles, not a sponsor by the way, but they have a very narrow mouth to make this experiment go really easily. You'll also need some laminated cards. Actually, a playing card works very well for this as well. To get started, we are going to top off our cold and hot water bottles. This blue cup, of course, is cold. This will help us as we're stacking because we want to make a nice seal with the playing card, or in this case my laminated sheet, and the water inside the bottle. Now for the first step, we're going to take the blue bottle, remember that's cold water, flip it and stack it on top of the red water, which is hot, and then remove the card. Science takes bravery sometimes because occasionally water goes everywhere. Hopefully we can get this right on the first try. Ready, set, flip. Now before we remove the card, we want to make sure that the bottles are lined up nice and evenly. And when we remove the card, try to think, what do you think will happen when we have the blue and the red water coming together? Ready? Set. Science. Oh, okay. So obviously you can see some of this blue water starting to trickle down into the lower bottle, and actually some of the red water starting to lift up, making this really pretty purplish color in the middle. Do you see? Can you see? The reason for that is the cold water is actually slightly denser. The molecules are more compact and pushed together than the red water. And because the red water is less dense, that means it's buoyant compared to the blue water, so it actually tries to float upwards. And in a couple minutes, this is going to be totally mixed together. But what do you think will happen if we invert it or switch them and try putting the red hot water on top of the blue cold water? Well, there's one way to find out. Again, with a nice clean, dry card, we'll flip it in 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure the bottles are lined up nicely. Because this is a science experiment, I wonder, are we going to get the same result or is it going to be different somehow? I don't know. And there we go, kind of. Yeah. Little shaky there. It's okay. Give it a second. Maybe they'll start mixing. Anything? No, and the reason for that is because now we have the cold water on the bottom and the hot water, which is more buoyant, less dense, on the top. And it's totally fine just floating on top in the top bottle for several hours until the water actually comes to room temperature and they equal out. And then, of course, they will start to mix together. But for a long time, you're going to have distinct layers of red water on top, that's the hot water, and the cold water on the bottom. It's a very easy demo. You just have to get brave enough to flip that water upside down. You can try this at home. Try out different containers. See if it works in like an actual drinking glass. Ooh, that would be really scary. Or see if you can get like that magical temperature where they start to mix together, or how far apart do they have to be in order to get these layers. Try this at home, guys. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new video. And check the description below. We're going to be having a whole bunch of science standards that relate to this project at home. There will also be a link so you can find out how to support us and keep that science alive. But for now, I have to go find a bird's nest, so I'll see you guys later. Bye!